Welcome back. New day, new workout. I am going to do as many rounds as possible today. So I've got 5 movements. I've got a really heavy belt. Well, I got a heavy belt, so 30 kilos. And I'm going to superset them, so back to back to back to back to back. And then I'm going to take a 1-minute rest. Because it's a heavier weight, I'm going to take the longer rest than some of the other times I've done as many rounds as possible. So a full minute rest, and then just keep going. Again, this is not for speed. This is just about keep moving. Try and keep a steady pace and try and maintain that pace throughout the whole workout. So here we go. 30 kilos, heavy as you can go, or not quite as heavy you can go, but pretty heavy. And here are the exercises. So alternating reverse suitcase lunge. So the leg that's going back is where you're holding it, and that's for 8. So you just got to remember, everything's for 8. Okay, so alternating reverse suitcase lunge. Then alternating clean to press. Next one. Again for 8, so it's going to be 4 per side. Clean, press, clean, press. Okay, and that's for 8. Then pulse sumo squat. So really wide stance. 2 hands. So we're going to go pulse. That's 1. Pulse. 2. All right, and that's for 8 as well. Then deadlift the calf raise. So I want maximum extension, leg straight, pulling through the hamstrings, calf. Pulling through the hamstrings, calf. All right, that's for 8 as well. And then the final one, offset push-ups. So I'm gonna just do 8 per side. So I'm not gonna alternate. I'm gonna do 8 one side, then 8 the other side. All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So there it is. 5 movements. Everything counts for 8. Going for 30 minutes. After each round, I'm going to give myself a full minute rest. So I'm going to watch the clock just so I know how much rest I'm getting. Okay. So grab a heavy bell and yeah, push yourself. Ready, steady. Let's go. Okay, so alternating reverse suitcase for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alternate clean to press for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Pulse sumo squat for 8. Pulse. 1. 8. Okay. Deadlift the calf raise. And now offset push-ups. So again, 8 per side. There we go. So 27:31. At 26:31, I'm going. So I'm going to count my rounds. So we should get about eight rounds or so. Seven or eight. So I was starting to feel the quads on the Pulse Sumos, which is good because I don't really have super heavy weight. I gotta burn out my legs with volume. Okay, eight more seconds and we'll get going round 2. Ready to go. All right, clean the press. All right. 4. 6. 7. Pulse Sumos. Okay. Deadlift calf raise. And offset push-ups. Okay, 24:10. So at 23:10, I'm going. So this is going to be a tough one. It's good. Nice and cool today. It's raining outside. All right. 10 more seconds. We'll probably get seven rounds, I bet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. All right, 53. Oh. Okay, 5 seconds. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. we go. So give myself the extra second. So at 16:30, I'm gonna go. So with that said, I think I'm gonna get eight rounds. You know, like you watching these videos, if you're doing them, these are all the first times we're doing every exercise, every workout. I like variety. I like changing it up. So I never know how tired I'm going to be through these. So when you see me struggle, I'm really struggling because sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. But I do pride myself in getting the workout done. And sometimes I do have to drop weight. And I just don't make it mean anything. Okay, let's go. Round 5. At least for me. This is probably the hardest one for me. So I'm definitely starting to fatigue. So my time per round may slow down. So we'll call it 13. At 13:13 I'm going. So even though my maybe slowing down, I'm gonna just make sure I keep moving, even if it's a slower pace. So a minute certainly doesn't feel long, especially compared to days like EMOMs where sometimes you're only getting 20 seconds rest. Okay, right back at it. Here we go. Okay, gotta psych myself up for these ones. Feel free to give yourself a little bump and push. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. All right, push-ups. Okay, calling it 47. So I'm pretty wiped here. I think I'm only going to get 2 more rounds in. Normally I don't eat before my workouts, but today I had to take my son to the ferries. So I had breakfast and 2 cups of coffee. And that is not the right meal to have before a hard workout. So I think I'm partially feeling that. I think I said 48. I'm going to go at 48. Or 47. Okay, here we go. Ah, 7. Oh, okay. You get to watch me struggle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Call it 15. So I'm gonna do one more, and then I think I'll have like partial time left. So I may do one kind of half set. I'll determine it at the time, but I don't like to leave too much time on the clock for the as many as you can do. So what I'll probably do is like instead of 8s, I'll do 4s or even like 2s. But we've got one more full round to do right now. Let's do it. You can do it. Four. Pulse. Oh God. Okay. I'll call it 50. I need those few extra seconds. So I'm not gonna have time to do full. So I'm gonna do half. So the last round here for me is a half round. Everything's gonna be 4s. And I'm pretty wiped. 10 seconds. Okay, let's go half. One, two, three, four. Two, three, four. Okay. 4 pulses. One, two, four. Okay. for deadlift calf raises. And push-ups. There we go. So, little time left on the clock, but I'm completely wiped. I definitely can't do another round, time or energy-wise. So, as many rounds as possible for me today with this weight was 8.5. So I will mark that down, document it in my video. And if I ever were to do this again, then I know I've got a target to beat. So I'm going to sign out and peace out. You got 40 seconds to finish if you can finish. Otherwise, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time, because there's always going to be next time with me and working out. Peace.